Like in 99% of North Koreans that I know, that they still have contacts back in North Korea. If he was a good leader, nobody would try to assassinate him. Kim Jong-un is clearly still in power. But, hi guys! Welcome to my channel. My name is Yeonmi Park and I'm a North Korean defector human rights activist. It's always good to see you guys like this. Today, I have another interesting topic to talk about. That is about if Kim Jong-un have lost power or not. I know that internet is a weird place because everybody can say anything they want. And it can be on the record, it can be shared unlimited way. But the thing is, the good thing about it is because also the availability, the access it gives to everybody who can speak out. And I think this is a beauty of it. Even recently, that a lot of North Koreans had to wait to be called by CNN, New York Times, especially in South Korea. They had to wait for the South Korean big broadcasting companies to call them and to talk about their experiences and what they know about North Korea. And today is not about me trying to keep saying that the people here in the West talking about North Korea. I mean, a lot of North Koreans actually, I can be honest. There are a lot of North Korean experts who lived in the country and now who escaped. And most of North Koreans that I know, like in 99% of North Koreans that I know, that they still have contacts back in North Korea. Because also we have left a lot of our loved ones, right? When we escape, we cannot escape from our family. And when we escape, we cannot really write to North Korea, we cannot send an email, we cannot Skype them. The only way we can get in touch with them is through the arduous journey we're finding a broker in China, get them smuggle a phone into North Korea, bring your family members to the border town, and get a broker in North Korean side. And that's how we have to have an underground operation to talk to one person in North Korea. But the love for your relatives, the love for your family. North Koreans are very family-oriented people. We are really loyal to our own family members. And therefore, they found ways to get in touch with them. And therefore, the news that we are getting from out of North Korea is literally from somebody in North Korea right now sitting there and talking to us. It's not somebody's based on some professor in a university studying North Korea for the last 30 years and studying literature around it. We are getting the real practical information. And that's why there is also a gap between the traditional academics who analyze North Korea through the textbooks and the people who live there underground under the system, right? There's a huge gap when we talk about theory or how actually it's practiced in real life. So basically, the North Korean information is also sometimes can be fragmented. The problem is that we don't know exactly what other parts of the country going on, right? We cannot go to the survey. So a lot of times it's anecdotes, what they saw underground, what's going on in that province. However, in order to understand the country, we need both. We need a lot of personal anecdotes. We also need a lot of big picture data that was done by the researchers. And that's why I do not dismiss. I read every book that was written on North Korea by the former CIA analysts in the USA. Reading books that was by the defectors with all sources, and then I come up to make my own mind and judgment. Eventually now, when it comes about Kim Jong-un lost his power, that he's not in control. This is my analysis and based on talking to so many North Korean elites who have information inside the country and those workers that from North Korea working for the regime in China and other countries told me. Based on that, my data, Kim Jong-un is clearly still in power. But it is true that his body is going around the country. And this has been known for North Korean three Kims for many, many years. So the fact that when we see some events and the Kim Jong-un's body double shows up doesn't mean that Kim Jong-un is not in power. And according to official numbers says, there has been around 26 to 27 official account for there's attempting to kill Kim Jong-un, assassinating, right, Kim family. And usually they all involve bombing, poisoning, shooting. And there has been really some bombings were so big that it blew up entire town, and many people died. But Kim Jong-il's car was passed around like 1 hour before in advance, and that therefore even within North Korea, its biggest secret is where Kim Jong-un whereabouts. Nobody really knows. And a lot of events, he does send out his body doubles for his own safety, not because he's not in control. This is where we should not misunderstand. And I think using body doubles, in a way, I suggest to a lot of distance, and if they can afford it, right? This is so hugely costly thing. And like a lot of distance get poisoned, right? Kim Jong-nam, he got poisoned by his own brother and died. And also a lot of dissidents in Russia get poisoned by Putin. And it breaks my heart because the dissidents get assassinated because they cannot afford the body doubles, and Kim Jong-un can. And this is a different reality. Because dictator is so rich that he can have so many resources, he can create many body doubles and still maintain that public presence without showing up there in person, without taking that personal risk. He still can show it to people like, I'm in power, look at me, I'm going around the country and directing all these different things, right? And this is, we can say it's unfair, but in a way, when you are more powerful, you have more tools to protect yourself. And that's what we see with Kim Jong-un, how far they go to protect their own life through using the resources that provided by the people, the North Korean innocent people. They work so hard and paying all that money to regime. So Kim Jong-un keep doing these things like getting 200 body doubles and doing these nonsensical things, right? If he was a good leader, nobody would try to assassinate him because he's so horrible, he's so bad that people has been attempting to kill him. And I think it is legit that we are gonna see more body doubles in the coming future, because that now, as I told you in the previous video, that North Koreans started gaining access to guns and the defense, and that will increase their ability to assassinate more officials. And this is to recap what I said before, North Korea has been going through a lot of flooding in the summertime. Every year literally has been the worst flood happening in that region. And sometimes they swept through the weaponry, their military base, and a lot of weapons are dispersed, and they really cannot track them down where they all went. And this ends up in the people's hands, and they trade them in the black market. And the people who have literally have nothing to lose, right? In the system, this system is so brutal. When you do something, your grandchildren are gonna die with you. And these people, when they are so desperate, they are willing to risk everything they have and revenge and kill these top officials to change the country. And therefore, I do think we are gonna see so many of those things that we may never see the real Kim Jong-un at this point, that he's so scared of the coronavirus. Because, when you are obese, when you're overweight, your chance of dying from COVID is a lot higher. And for sure that Kim Jong-un is not gonna show up. And also, whenever Kim Jong-un doesn't show up, there's so much speculation saying that he's lost power, he's in coma. Kim Jong-un gonna relying on his body double more and more as time goes by, and then keeping that stability, and then also preserving his life. Anyway, guys, I hope that was helpful, and I hope this video was informative to help you understand the more context and nuance, not just to be sensational saying Kim Jong-un lost power, and we all want that news. However, I don't think that's a time right now. I just think that's not. So guys, please hit that like button. Thank you for listening to all this way, and if you have listened to the entire this video, that I know that you support what I do. If you do, please join my Patreon and support me so I can keep making these videos that is so crucial for the public knowledge, for us to change North Korea and helping the North Korean people to decide their future. Love you guys, and I'm looking forward to seeing you all in the next video. Bye!